Hey everybody, it's Bobby from Bobby's Hobbies. Now what you're looking at is that Amtrak GG-1, which has the River Rossi Amtrak Bloody Nose shell on top of a Mahano or IHC chassis, which has 8-wheel drive and horizontal motor. Now IHC, International Hobby Corp, is a successor and used to be owned by the same guy who started AHM, Associated Hobby Manufacturers. And Mahano, I think, is the toy maker that I think was like in Yugoslavia. Now, you might say, hey, I don't recognize that Pantograph. And that's because I made it myself. That was a kit bash thing I made probably 20, 25 years ago. Unfortunately, I only made one of them. It's not perfect. Doesn't have the pan. And I'm going to put a European-style one next to it. And you know what? This one is pretty close to GG-1 size. Here's a good GG-1 size one right here on the, this is pretty accurate. This is the one from, this has no spring. Oh, right, the spring is there. Let me flip this around. This is the one that's got a weird gear that only goes one way. So this is another project. Oh, this has no spring either. Believe it or not, I've got a bunch of springs, but I'm not putting that. So you could see it's very different and yet similar. Its overall dimension is similar. It's not painted. Now you could see that the arms don't meet right at the center. There's probably like a 3/4 of an inch spacing here. I made it, and it comes really close together. But you know what? It looks damn good. And there's that white insulator there, if you could see it. This is just, I made that because one black one's missing. And let's see if we can zoom in on that. You know? So, there you go. So I might use this Pantograph because, you know, I made it. And why not? I could always put a pan on it. Put some spring on there. Of course, it would have been easier if the piece in here had been further apart to put the spring on it. But you know what? Might as well use it. Now, I don't know how to utilize these for insulators unless I build a some kind of rectangular thing like this has. You see, this has this rectangular piece in here. I could make that, or I'll just pop these on, I think, for now, and it looks pretty good. Or I could put a one-arm bandit on there. Here's another version of it. You know, but you know, it's not so bad. Plus I made it myself. It's kind of interesting. It's got no spring on it, but it stays up on its own. And, you know, from